Hey YouTube, what's up? It's your girl Leela. Since I got court coming up, uh, for some things that just happened, I figured I'd go through my paperwork, and I just wanted to show y'all my Thomas Nelson ID. I don't know if y'all can see that, but it's dated for August 31st of 2016. I wanted to show y'all my class schedule that I had from Thomas Nelson. Yeah, I started in January. Classes were supposed to end in May. Actually, I was doing good up until the very end. And CPS came and took my kids, and I stopped going. So, yeah. You know, I worked so hard. Like, I got good grades too, y'all. First time in my life I ever got good grades. My sons was proud of me. I was proud of myself. Like, we really thought that we were going to do something good. That their mother was bettering themselves. Well, I was. I still am. I always will try to better myself. I just want to show y'all something else real quick in case it's brought up. This is a statement of my rent. When I lived on Glenwood, I paid some back pay, as you can see here, because when my brother died, I left their property without no notice, so they add the damages and things like that. So, which came out to about $1,100. So I was working on that as well. And if you can see from this little bit of paperwork, I didn't have trouble paying my rent until about, I'm going to say right here in August. And I'm going to say that the reason why we had trouble paying that rent and several other rents was because we had to pay out of pocket Juan's prescriptions that social services counselor wanted him to take, and we didn't have a proper ID for him, because when we came back from California, we had lost it around the way, and not to mention that his visa had expired. So it was like one thing after another. So we had to pay $500 for that. And they wanted and Risperdal's not cheap. Y'all can look it up. It's like $200 for just like 15 pills. Risperdal is not cheap, and we needed someone to vouch for Juan to get his medical, and nobody wanted to help out. Everybody can come in and take his children, but no one can vouch to say who he is to get the help that he needed, so our children could be returned home. We wanted Juan to move a little bit sooner. When Miss Dozier had told us that it would be beneficial for me to get the kids back by myself, we wanted to do so bad that we even bought a ticket. Look, this ticket has never been used. This is Greyhound ticket. We bought a ticket for Juan to leave in February. But see, what happened was we were dealing with immigration at the time, and they said that with the border being right there in Texas and Arizona, it would be best for him to wait instead of him being deported and then having to come back over here. So that's what they advised us. I didn't want him to suffer in the holding cells and all of that. What if he left here and he got deported? And where would they have left my kids anyway? Like, he is their father. I just wanted to say that there were several times that social services could have helped us out, because it wasn't like I was a bum, people. I was working at 7-Eleven overnight, and I was in school. I mean, come on, man. And social services failed to help me. I mean, I do got the paperwork of where everybody signed that the children will be coming back to me. And no, that's not it. And that didn't happen. And I just feel like it's so crazy because it's in the book bag. I did everything that I was supposed to do from a mother's point of view. Like when social services was in my life, they told me that when CPS first got into my life because of the dog bite, they wouldn't even help me with child care. They told me to go through the TANF program. And what I have here is I actually went to the TANF program to get the VIEW program to get help for my kids. And actually, I was already in a job, but they said that job search started on May 1st. But anyone can tell you that I was already working. I have Facebook of where I was already working. And then, see, look here, guys. I signed this paperwork, if you can see right here in the corner, in April of 2016. My children was taken May 2nd of 2016. The accident happened on May 1st. Social services lied to me from the get. They told me that my children will be okay with my fictive kin, sister Stephanie Craven, who we're interviewing tonight. The reason why I say that is because they lied from the get. They kept telling me, believe me, believe me, believe me, have faith in the government. If you do everything that you're supposed to do, then your children will come back to you. And they've done nothing but lie to me. And so now I have to go to court again. And I don't understand why I have to go to court when this is a guardian ad litem. And if my children aren't being abused, then you shouldn't feel like my YouTube video was a threat to you, because then you should sleep well at night. No, just like Miss Cook said, you should sleep well at night knowing where my children are. And I feel like you really don't know what's going on with my children. I feel like you don't know that my twins have been on medication for this past year. And if you do, I wonder why you're not doing anything about it, because you know from our initial conversation when you try to get Mikkel on ADHD medicine, which he's been going to the same doctor since he was a newborn. I don't understand why he gets put in foster care and now he's ADHD, which he's not even on medicine now. So I just feel like the system was just trying to get more benefits out of my children, because if you have to aid a kid every day, if you have to make sure they take medicine every day, you get paid more. Just to throw that out there for those people who don't know. I probably wouldn't have known if I wasn't in the foster care system, but I was in the foster care system, so I do know that little bit of information. And I just want to let you viewers know and show y'all this little piece of paper. I did a lawsuit for both of my children that got bit by dogs, and this was the payout for my son. Do y'all see that? Okay, that's a lot of money for my boy Sebastian after he turns the age of 18. So I feel like if I did something wrong, then why do I have proof of all these steps that I did right? Everything I did right, because everything is for my kids. Because at the end of the day, I want them. I want everything for them, as any mother would. Because I'm not a bear. I'm not an animal. I'm not some person that just want to see things negatively. I want the best things out of life. And I'm sorry, every time that I try to better myself, everything was taken from me. Everything keeps getting taken from me. And a lot of it got to do with the Department of Hampton, the government agency. I mean, the police shot my brother, okay? And now, social services takes all my kids. My parents are already dead. My parents are dead. Okay? So, I create this beautiful family, this beautiful masterpiece of my own. Okay? I'm working hard to be something successful in life. And you come through and you take all my kings out my life. I don't understand it. I don't get it. Y'all can call me crazy, but my oldest son was almost 11 years old, and I've worked that job every day since I was 18 years old. And for a government agency to come in here and take everything that I worked for, what is a mother to do? What am I supposed to do? Like, talk to a therapist that can't relate to me, get put on medication and nod out and not think about my problems or my issues? I don't want to do any of that. I rather endure the hurt, make these YouTube videos. Hopefully somebody with some knowledge or a little bit of change could put some money on a banging ass attorney, someone out of Hampton, Virginia, and maybe could help me get on the track of getting my children back. Because they come in and they take your kids. That's their job. CPS's job is to come in and take your kids. The lawyer's job is to stick up for those people. Okay? It's fine. I get it. I understand that. But what happens when you did everything right and it's a big slap in the face? It's like, I didn't do anything wrong. I can show y'all all day long. Whatever it is that I'm talking about, I can show y'all proof of it. Because I don't keep it, but my man keep shit for me, okay? And when I go through the paperwork, it's like, oh yeah, I did do that. So over this process since 2016, I've been keeping every little piece of paper because it's going to help me in the long run. I just want to say that the department's goal was to see that these children got home. That's what the judge told CPS. That's what they told Calandra Cook. That's what they told Miss Bowie. These are old heads. They've been in the department for over 20 years. They know the procedure. Someone like me, I don't know. I was a foster kid. I don't know. So someone that is on the other side of it now dealing with with the foster care workers, I'm seeing a different aspect from it. And it's crazy because, especially talking about Calandra Cook, let me just say this. Back in 2007, I believe it was, Calandra Cook had mentioned that all the kids that had children in foster care that were like low income jobs, like at the time I was working at 7-Eleven. It's my go-to job, 7-Eleven. So at the time I was working at 7-Eleven and I had already had 2 kids and she mysteriously lost my Section 8 voucher. So for you people out there that thinking that I pay $100, no baby. I've been paying full rent just about the entire time my children has been alive, besides when I lived with somebody or I was homeless or whatever the case may be. I've always paid full rent because social services mysteriously lost my Section 8 vouchers, which no one could go back and get more Section 8 vouchers. I really don't know how that works. I don't know how some of my foster sisters got the Section out. Look at me stumbling over my words. I'm so sorry, guys. But how some people got Section 8 vouchers and I did not. I'm not sitting here crying, woe is me, I need Section 8 vouchers. No, that's not it. I'm just proving a point that how come some people can get help but I couldn't. Just like this one guy, my cousin passed away of a heart attack not long ago, and she was in the middle of CPS. Her children was found hanging around a broken window. So CPS came in and snatched those kids, and then 3 days gave them back, okay? And so after that, the oldest son found his mother had a heart attack on the bed, and she died, okay? So with me saying that, they went ahead and paid her baby daddy's 6 months rent and utilities. But I'm sitting over here scrounging, trying to pay my fucking rent, get his motherfucking medication, get his immigration paperwork, because social services is acting like he is some fucking alien from outer space, don't want to help him. Okay, he's Mexican. I believe we all bleed red, baby. I believe we all bleed and we all gonna die. And you know this man to take his children but not to vouch for him to get Medicaid, to get the medication that you want him to be on. We already paid for a 15-day supply, and I can't wait to go to Walmart to try to get that paperwork because I'm going to be bringing it. I'm going to be bringing everything. Because fuck this bullshit. My children should be here with me. I shouldn't be crying every day or wondering where my children are. Like, fuck that. Fuck that. This is nuts, yo. This is bullshit. And obviously, I ain't do nothing wrong or I would have been in jail. I would have been boo-hooing, crying in jail for making fucked up YouTube videos. But obviously, I didn't do anything wrong. I might have touched the border, but that was it. I just want to say, I'm not a bad person. I mean, I did what anybody would do. Okay? When they wanted Juan to leave the house, I had to pick up an extra job to make up the income difference for living at two places, keeping up my car, keeping up diapers and wipies and sippy cups for my babies, because social services said the judge will know every time you make a donation. The judge ain't hear none of that shit. The judge ain't hear shit. People at social services is full of fucking shit. The lawyers are full of shit. And speaking about the lawyers, I just want to say this real quick. I was new to this situation. So when my attorney said that the Guardian Enlightened would be asking me questions, I didn't know that it was going to be a 3-hour interrogation. I left that motherfucker crying. Why? What information did you need? Why did you need me there for 3 hours? And they kept asking questions like, how do you discipline the kids? I tell them how I discipline the kids. Well, how do you maintain working and going to school and taking care of 7 kids? Well, as you see, I was trying to get childcare assistance, and of course their father helped me out. I had the school write saying, hey, Leela is always attentive at backpack drives, canned foods drives, wherever we need her to be. She's part of the PTA. She always comes to the school full of goodies for the office, because that's the mom I am. I am the mother that brings cupcakes to school on your birthday. I'm the mother that if I got an afternoon off, I will go and eat lunch with you. I will go bring your lunch of choice. Most of the time it was cookout for the boys and a milkshake, and that's fine. But other times I would take them to, Smitty's. Smitty's burnt down. So that's a memory that I'm going to have with my kids. But it's like, fuck, why does the memory have to stop there? Like, my kids are in middle school. My oldest boy pretty soon going to be going to high school. Within a couple of years. And I don't want to miss that. I don't want to miss prom. I don't want to miss graduation. I don't want to miss none of this shit. I shouldn't even have to miss 5th grade graduation. I shouldn't have to miss pre-K graduation. Speaking about pre-K graduation, which I'm fucking mad at, the judge had told the social worker and the foster parents that I can attend everything. Every school function, every doctor's appointment, and they kept me in the dark a lot of that. I missed Sebastian's pre-K graduation, and that was the last thing for me. They sent me a picture, but I was supposed to attend to that, and they didn't let me. That breaks my heart. And then you send some bougie ass cops and some bougie ass detectives to come over here and say that they kiss their kids every day. Well, good for you, Mr. Fucker. Well, didn't you come here and realize that this woman is hurt? I thought you were supposed to do a public service announcement and at least help me. It didn't seem like you want to help me at all. The one officer did. The one cool officer, he was cool. The one cool detective, he was cool. Okay? So it's like every time they send people out here, it's like an asshole and a good cop. Mr. Bad Cop and Mr. Good Cop. Man, fuck you guys. Point blank, period. I didn't deserve this shit. No one deserves this shit. If anything, CPS should be trying to make sure that these families are glued together to help out, because in the long run, most of the time, the kids either get homeless, go to jail, or run back to the biological family. So why not try to help these families instead of tearing them apart? Because honestly, I do not know why my kids were taken. Okay? If someone can explain to me why my parental rights had to be terminated, I will be glad to listen. But as of right now, I did everything possible at any given time. When an accident occurred, I was there. Got medical help for my child as soon as possible. Did not wait on the shit, okay? This is life or death. This is my child. This is my motherfucking kid, all right? I will do anything for my kid, obviously. All right? I know I keep saying all right because it probably sounds pathetic, but I'm definitely not fucking deleting this shit. I just want to let y'all know that.
And they couldn't push it back on the Section 8 list or anything after they knew they lost.
I mean, they couldn't do shit for me. He's talking about Section 8 over there, but I don't even give a fuck about that shit. Fuck it. It is what it is. Even if I had to have a $1,500 rent, I would have found a way to do it because that's what us mamas do. You hear? You heard me? That's what us mothers do. So anyway, but just to let y'all know, when we did get Juan's immigration and they took the kids for the second time, no doubt about it, we sent his ass on the bus. They said, hey, how can you tell me that you can protect this child, these children? I put his ass on the fucking bus. And then you know what they said to me? You know what they said to me? Oh, he can come back. Oh, this was a hollow attempt to try to redeem your kids. I already fucking did everything you motherfuckers asked me to do. I even got another $300 ticket and put his ass on the fucking bus. Like, Greyhound is cheap, but if you buy tickets that day, it's going to be $300-$400, especially going to California from Virginia. That's 3,000 miles. Yes, sir. And he went.
4 months they didn't help me.
Yeah, for 4 months they didn't help me. So he was gone all summer, me boo-cooing, me crying, me hoping for something, praying for a miracle, for them to come up in court and say, oh, we ran out of time. We was on a clock. What Miss Cook say? Oh, Miss Wyford, I could have pushed the court date, but I didn't want to. I wanted you to waste your time because I'm on a clock. So these people that I'm supposed to trust keep on making fucking comments like this to me. I tell my motherfucking lawyer, and what does he say? Look through the trees. All I see outside is people with pitchforks and ready to fucking hang me on high. You understand? Like, why you want my kids so bad? Because there's 7 of them? Because that's a lot of fucking cheddar in y'all's pockets? Huh? Because that y'all's government funding gets a little bit more because there's 7 extra children in the system? You didn't need my kids. I'm not some, what'd you say? Oh, I can't say your name, but you're going to know what I'm talking about. You said you'd rather me freebase crack cocaine in front of my children than be around their fathers, which is Juan Alcala and Harry Walker. Because when Harry got out of jail, and Juan can vouch for this, and I don't give a fuck, I'll go find Harry, and because he just got married, and I'll make a YouTube video with him as well, so you YouTubers know what the fuck is up. Because they said Juan couldn't see his kids. Harry was incarcerated for 5 years, and they judged him automatically because he had tattoos on his head. So fucking what? People can put tattoos in their eyeballs if they want to. That's their fucking choice. Doesn't mean that they're abused or neglected their children. How the fuck can you make that assumption on someone by just viewing them? That's what they did with Juan. Oh, she heard that he was a schizophrenic. Oh, so he must be a bad person automatically. And then let's not help him get anything that he needs so he can get his children returned to him. So now that this is some big ass fucking mess. No. You know what yesterday was supposed to be about? My son, Valentino. Yesterday, we were supposed to have cupcakes. We were supposed to have family and friends over. And we were supposed to sing the happy birthday song. But instead, I woke up fucking crying, could barely sleep that night. And I made a YouTube video that now I have a fucking protective order against me. Which I didn't say anything directly to anybody. Because in my heart, I would never do anything directly to anybody. But we do share frustrations. And this is my only way. This is my only outlet out. Because all those therapists did was tell me, Miss Wyford, that's tragic. But just tell me how it how it turns out. Once social services stops paying for this session, if you could just call and let me know how it all turned out. Why? So you can write a book on me, bitch? So you can get paid off of my pain? Fuck you. Dude, I know what it's about. Everybody want to make some money. I don't give a fuck about $1. I'll let you know. But I wish I did. Now I want to. I want to make all the motherfucking money in the world. If someone can tell me how to get famous quick, let a bitch know. Because I will hire an attorney like that. Right as soon as I sign that motherfucking name, oh yes sir, I'll be signing motherfucking checks and handing them out to motherfuckers to get my kids back. Sure enough. I'm sick of this shit. Any fucking body would be. So, my homegirl in prison told me, why don't you start making YouTube videos? Because guess what? People are getting out of prison because people like celebrities like Kim West or Kim Kardashian, whatever you want to say, is paying for them to get out. Is paying for their legal fees. So, if anybody want to help a bitch out, hey, I will be your best motherfucking friend. What's good? Tell me what you need to know because I got stacks of motherfucking paperwork that we can go through and we can figure this shit out together. Because let me tell you, everything that's wrong in that big red book, I can fucking point them out to you. I can read it and say, hey, this is wrong, that's wrong, this is wrong. But look, my lawyer didn't want to do that. He couldn't even fucking file an objection. That's why my appeal didn't go through. My appeal didn't go through because this motherfucker didn't say he objected to the goal of adoption. Ain't that why we here, motherfucker? To adopt the adoption goal? I don't know how legal procedures are supposed to go. All I know that I was supposed to shut the fuck up and listen to what they said, and they fucked me in court. You hear me? They fucked me with no lube in court. All right? I still got the marks on my ass where they fucked me, dude. It's like they fucked me with a fucking glass motherfucking sharded baseball bat straight up my motherfucking ass with no lube. No doctors, nothing. Just let me bleed out my ass. Right in the courtroom. In front of everybody. Huh? Because that's how I fucking felt. And to hear, Miss Wyford, your parental rights are terminated of Mikel Breon Wyford. And then the next child, and the next child, and the next child. And I had to stand up and listen to them say each of my children and my parental rights were terminated. Not even, let's go back a little bit. All right, before that happened. So, when they came and took the children the second time, the woman who put a restraining order on me, I won't say her name, but that bitch, they called the cops on me. And I looked into the room. And she was holding my twin. Like holding him. Okay? Like comforting him. Like holding him. As I was being escorted by 3 officers to Riverside Behavior Health. For you people who do not know what Riverside Behavior Health is, it's a mental institute where CSB, Community Service Board, has to come over, evaluate you to see if you can go or be put on a 3-day hold. Soon as the cop comes there, he goes, hi, Miss Wyford. I know you have problems with law enforcement due to your brother being killed by an officer. Why would you even start off like that, dude? Why did you even fucking say that to me, dude? Because we hear from my kids right now. These motherfuckers just told me that I cannot have my motherfucking kids, but there might be a future, okay? And now they're trying to put me in the fucking mental hospital. And now this dickhead of a motherfucking cop got to bring up my brother. And let me tell y'all, it took CSB like 8 hours to come evaluate me. And then when they did evaluate me, it was some big pregnant girl that was pregnant with twins. Congratulations, baby. If all of that ain't a slap in the fucking face, and I've done everything. Social services couldn't even tell me a safety plan of what to do if Mr. Alcala, who lived across the street, was to come into my house, and what he did. What, father his son? Be a parent? Love his children? I don't know, man. Like, this whole shit is pissing me off. I appreciate y'all listening. My battery's dying, so I'm gonna wrap it up here. And I just want to say, like, God gonna get me through this. I feel like my blessings are coming. I really do. I really feel good. Amen, y'all. I'll talk to y'all another time. Bye.